You are watching NCN.
Fellow Guyanese, this People's Progressive Party civic government was elected based on commitments made in our 2020 manifesto. To date, the majority of the promises made in our manifesto have already been delivered. I wish today to address one particular promise which relates to student loans granted for courses undertaken at the University of Guyana. In our Manifesto 2020, we promised a pathway for debt write-off for students with outstanding student loans at the University of Guyana. Additionally, in Budget 2024, our government committed to commencing the first phase of eliminating loans owed by graduates of the University of Guyana. In this regard, it would be recalled that after 2015, the APNU AFC administration had proposed the introduction of travel bans, where students' information would be put at all immigration points and desks established to bar students with outstanding loans from traveling. This rendered fear in scores of students across the country. This hostile approach by the APNU AFC administration is yet another example of the callous and uncaring nature of the APNU AFC and is in striking contrast to the people-centered approach of the People's Progressive Party. The privilege is now mine to announce, on behalf of His Excellency, our President, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, the parameters of Phase 1 of the Student Loan Write-Off Program. In the first instance, we are moving now to write off all loans owed by Guyanese who are able to demonstrate that they completed their course of study and graduated, and subsequent to graduation were employed or self-employed in Guyana for a minimum of 3 years, as evidenced by a minimum of 156 contributions made to the National Insurance Scheme. This is specifically intended to acknowledge as the first priority the contributions made by persons who utilize their education to contribute in one way or another through employed or self-employed economic activities towards the development of our country. This first phase, subject to the number of persons who provide the required evidence, could potentially benefit over 13,000 Guyanese who have $11 billion in student loan debt. Let me repeat for emphasis. We will be moving now to write off all loans owed by Guyanese who are able to demonstrate that they completed their course of study and graduated, and subsequent to graduation were employed or self-employed in Guyana for a minimum of 3 years, as evidenced by a minimum of 156 contributions made to the National Insurance Scheme. This Phase 1, let me repeat once again for emphasis, this Phase 1 could potentially benefit over 13,000 Guyanese who have $11 billion in student loan debt. Fellow Guyanese, President Ali's One Guyana vision seeks to create a society where all Guyanese, irrespective of where they live, their ethnic or religious background, their political affiliation or gender or other orientation, have the opportunity to lead productive and happy lives. It aims to achieve this by reducing inequality in access to education, health and other social services, employment and income, and security and justice. In keeping with our One Guyana vision and in line with our party's people-centered approach to development and our manifesto, government remains committed to providing free tertiary education to Guyanese by 2025. In the coming days, we will publish how persons can access this immediate Phase 1 of the Student Write-Off Program, in keeping with the announcement that I've just made on behalf of President Irfan Ali and the People's Progressive Party civic government. Thank you very much.